Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The first round of top 32 and the first round of the Omen Oasis Championship here today. Snowy grabs the first weapon, already starting off strong, but megd fires back a little bit unarmed, and now the duel begins.
You know, it's interesting. I'm going to go full into North American mode in just a second.
Okay.
But Godly and Snowy are both Rayman players, and there's not too many. But they're also both dominating the regions right now.
I know. Coincidence?
Maybe it's
Rayman domination.
It's like it's a little different when it's like we're talking about Ulgrim or Thor and 2v2.
Oh, nice wake up.
But anyways, on to this match here, game one, best of 5.
Full
megd
North America mode.
Versus Snowy, and Snowy gets that Sarah off the platform, and that chase dodge went so far off the left that he almost got the ground pound for it, but no, megd with the sword gets the neutralite on the stage. And
oh, that was slick, man. Using the dodge as a dodge, then gravity canceling it out of it after he's already done dodging everything. Perfectly done.
What?
He's got the damage advantage on megd, but megd's not out yet.
Using the gauntlet ground pound
on
stage.
Snowy throws his weapon now without a weapon. megd's got weapon control, steals it from him.
Whoa,
has a second sword loaded up. This is the time he's got to press this advantage now. And Snowy just pushes him away while he was at the weapon disadvantage. He was poised as if he had the advantage the whole time.
I love that. Rayman and Asuri both have that side sig traveling action, right? Where they get the longer that they hold it, the further they're able to travel, and both players whipping their sigs respectively. But who's going to get the side sig on the
weapon?
Other first?
Nice! megd grabbed the weapon from the wall. That was like as far away as you could be to grab that weapon. Still alive.
megd's done such a great job managing the weapons on this first stock, and I really feel like, oh, come on. Gauntlet ground pound almost knocks off the top.
After dribbling him off the floor with it.
All right, megd.
Okay, megd's hurting here.
What's it going to be? Who's gonna go to? I mean, I think that weapon throw.
Dude, look at this. Snowy is so willing to throw his weapon in neutral, and he's not being punished for it.
Yeah.
megd is unwilling to fight Snowy while unarmed, while he's got the weapon advantage, and Snowy's taking advantage of it now. What the heck? That was crazy.
Dodges on top of dodges. The end of the neutralite hits. That will be more than enough
a home run
to take megd down. I mean, megd, what survivability was that? That was so crazy. Let's see if he can equalize the stocks, because that will make extending that stock really worth it.
Yes!
And
what a great punish from megd.
Yeah,
equalizing before any damage was done. A tiny little bit of damage, negligible. He equalizes the stocks and damage here. megd staying in the game. Now here we are again. You know, we're in neutral. I think we're going to see Snowy throwing his weapons a lot, and megd, you know, while he's got weapon control and he's starving Snowy out. What? Oh, man, megd popping off. Snowy loses his gauntlets. He wants to switch to the axe, and megd is going to try and protect it. And even though he didn't grab the axe, he punished Snowy big time for doing this. And look at the huge damage advantage megd's got. Oh, my gosh. A neutral like the neutral sig. That barely ever works, but he caught Snowy with it. How did he know?
I mean, what was so awesome is that before that, he almost played like, he played jump rope with the axe neutralite. With how quickly he did a jump into fast fall afterwards that led into that punish, playing around Snowy's axe so well. That entire stock was all Katars, and he dunked him in the best way possible.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was so awesome. Dude, okay, so megd's got like an unprecedented lead over the previous tournament champion right now. He's got to press this lead, though. It's not enough that he just took that stock. He can't be satisfied with having just done that, because if Snowy comes back and takes the stock now, it's like it didn't even happen. He's got to get a damage lead here, and he knows Snowy is really wanting to punish right now. And Snowy, okay. megd getting his own weapon throw stuff in.
All right, 2 kicks. He's got
still no damage. I mean, well, barely any damage here.
I'm starting to see that.
megd's looking for the opportunity, but so is Snowy. Snowy is trying to be as counter play as possible here.
Well, and to add on to your point there, axe neutralite has not been thrown out since that dunk. it's just not. He's like, okay, well, last time I literally lost the stock doing that, so he's looking for the first move, and megd is like, I will literally play this game for the next 4 minutes. And Snowy finally goes for the first option, and what does megd do? Dashes in, neutralites him, goes back, and he's like, all right, where's the next punishment for a ground pound? Silent hits.
This is trouble. Okay, good damage from megd here. Snowy is he is doing the best he can to not take any damage before taking megd's stock here, and this could be, that was pretty dangerous recovery from megd there over the corner. Snowy without a weapon. This is megd's opportunity, but Snowy's able to grab the axe without any resistance, and he gets the punish, gets the knockout, but megd did deal a pretty good amount of damage to Snowy here.
That
Not a lot.
there
He's in yellow, but that's a pretty deep
orange.
yellow.
Now it's orange-ish. Like he's
Orangey.
Okay. Now we're solidly at that mid
This
damage
is
range.
a big lead for megd. He could convert this into a win, but everyone knows the threat of Snowy and how quickly he could take a stock.
Yeah.
So it's not safe yet. It's far away from this game being over here.
Ooh. megd does have him in that damage range where a neutral sig on either weapon's pretty nice at this point. Like, as long as he can get him off the stage. Oh, that recovery.
This is big.
I thought he was going to get third.
megd is nearing victory here, and still not taking any damage. Is that enough? No, even off the platform, up in the sky, it's not enough. But megd's so close. Maybe this one, not enough. Still not enough. Surely the next one.
As long as you keep hitting him.
He tried to get it again, too. There's no way Snowy's going to fall for that 3 times.
Oh, he's got to be careful.
Snowy starting to build some momentum here. megd's got to be careful.
Trying to hit a player like Snowy 3 times with the same punish can be pretty darn difficult. Like, it happened twice, and Snowy's like, okay, well, I survived both of those. I'm not going to let it happen again. And he has been getting hits through. Let's see if he can bring it back in game number 1.
Oh, this could be it. Oh, man, he saw that punish opportunity there, but it was just a little late.
Oh, megd.
Snowy slips away.
It's like he's probably thinking, man, I should have won this game twice already. But
you can't think that way either, right?
I know, but it's
megd tries to steal the axe from Snowy, but now Snowy's got it. And whoa, wait, that was a huge misinput.
Snowy could get an axe recovery here, and that might just that's it.
megd takes game 1 off of the most recent tournament champion.
Yeah, and that damage lead actually in Snowy's favor because of that sick neutral sig knockout that megd had on stock 2.
That was the play of the game for sure. I think this is it right here. Slam dunk. Oh man, what a read. Snowy dodged down diagonal. The neutral sig will still catch that out of neutral light. And that dude, that pivot neutral signature to nothing, I mean, I think that was a total misinput. That almost cost him the game. And Snowy really started pressing it once he saw that gravity cancel. Because when you gravity cancel, you lose your dodge for 3 whole seconds. That's an eternity in fighting game time.
Yep.
and Snowy nearly got it with that. megd got hit 3 times while he didn't have that dodge.
Yeah.
That one error almost cost him. Great job by megd.
Yeah. That was fantastic. And now we're going into game number 2 with megd having the lead. And it's really becoming apparent to me
he had to work for it,
why the lifetime score is what it is. megd is really putting Snowy in a position where Snowy is like afraid to do certain things. Like he's getting punished on some options that I would say are staple to his play enough that he's like trying to figure out, okay, how do I approach this matchup with megd, because megd is really looking great on guitars, on sword. It's just Asori in general is being really fantastic right now, and Snowy's going to have to make the adaptation this game.
Oh man, and Snowy's already working on the adaptation. Still hasn't been hit yet, and he's dished out a pretty good amount of damage to Snowy. megd nearly catches the second neutral light. That's one thing megd gets a lot that no other guitar player in the world ever gets.
Perfect
Dunktown. Wait a second.
No recovery. That's it.
Wait, the neutral sig. What a slick move from Snowy. That was such a great recovery, man. I thought he was done for.
Yeah, soon I will get used to Rayman having that neutral sig, but not yet.
I was like,
so
it's
convinced.
over. Wait a second. No, it's not. He's got that tricky neutral signature.
Even with the neutral sig coming back, megd gets the Sair. That's extra damage. Snowy forced to recover the other side of the stage, and pressure has been in favor of megd ever since. It was an amazing offstage exchange, and now he's going to try to whittle down this stock here to take the lead once again. And Snowy does sidelight snare himself back into the lead. It's close. It's close.
It's very close. But when with an axe in hand, just axe versus guitars here, the killing power is different.
Yes.
Snowy's one nice hit away from a knockout, but megd switching to the sword. This is a good play, I think, because now he's got the downlight, the true combos off of sword downlight to help finish the stock here. And I don't know if a downlight recovery is going to knock him out right now.
That was close. He went for the whip throw. The recovery gets
it. Just barely enough.
That was just barely. Like, I swear he's about to arc down, but nope. He crossed the blast zone, and Snowy goes off. And that's a that's a huge improvement from last game too, because we had 2 sword D-light recoveries in a row. Where we're just kind of like, is that it? Is that it? It's like
he calculated correctly.
Usually
that's
time. Not a question when we're commentating too. So it's like that's much better. And now megd's getting I thought he was going to get a double.
Dishing out some damage here, like we were saying in the last, kind of same position as last game here on the first stock, or Snowy's second stock. megd has the stock advantage, but no damage yet. And look at that. This time Snowy closes the gap before it got too wide.
Yep.
And now with weapon control, let's see what Snowy can do. megd unarmed, knocks Snowy away, is able to grab the sword. Sword is not, I think megd would rather be building damage with the Katars, but he's still getting work done with the sword here.
Whoa,
nice neutral signature,
dodge
that's a huge bet.
Got on the
Big
backswing
damage.
Too, and now
look at Snowy's health. That was some big damage from that neutral signature.
But so was that there.
So is that. That hits hard.
Wow.
Snowy kicking him away. megd trying to steal the weapon, but couldn't grab
Still
it. Okay,
it.
yeah, able to re-grab his sword there before too late. Snowy's trick's not working on megd. He sees through it, and oh no, that's bad. This is bad news. He's got no dodge. Snowy's going way after him. The pressure is real. Wow, that would have been the killing blow.
That would have been such an amazing combo.
No weapons. Who's gonna
get
the? Where's it gonna spawn? Okay. What a spot dodge from Snowy. Usually the neutral light on Katars is what, that's the knockout. Nice weapon throw from Snowy off the side to get that. And now for the first time in the set, Snowy's got the stock advantage.
Yeah, and it's not often we see people slide charge, hold the weapon throw that long, but Snowy really waited to react for megd's option. That weapon throw was great. Got him off of the jump, and now megd is behind a stock to 2, and Snowy is not at a damage range where D-Light recovery, D-Light Sider on sword is going to do it.
It's a question. Maybe it'll knock out. Oh, if off the top platform, still not enough.
Yeah.
That was the right way to do it, too, because the platform was raised out. It gave him just that much more distance to the ceiling there. But it wasn't enough. Surely the next time will be enough. So he's looking for that downlight. Snowy knows he's looking for that downlight.
Yep.
Oh, surprise! Now without a weapon, can he get the edge guard? Still? Oh, Snowy, wait! Oh my gosh. megd so lucky that Snowy missed that. Oh no! Snowy was too low. He was below the floor there, right? Coming up on the wall, and there's the knockout. megd catching him again before it's too late. He closed that gap before it got too wide. I mean, there's still a gap.
Yeah.
But it could be worse.
Very cool in that last knockout because both players spot dodged on top of each other, but megd was able to cancel the dodge, grab to cancel it to the D-Light, where Snowy did not use a move unarmed. And now we are in this 1v1 scenario where megd is not far enough behind for me to say the game is in either player's favor. Like, it's like we need a good side light there coming out from Snowy on Axe.
And megd is holding onto the weapons here, not letting Snowy grab any. Oh no, wait a second. It just transferred over. Not only did Snowy grab that weapon, but megd missed the weapon. A perfect dodge from megd, and now he's armed up as well.
Recovery hits.
Both of these players are working so hard for this win.
Huge double nair.
This looks mentally exhausting for these two. Okay.
No,
all this movement matters. Every little bit. Not that movement from Snowy. That didn't matter too much. But all that movement that they're doing, they're really, it's footsies. You know, the gap in Brawlhalla can be closed very quickly, especially with the characters that these guys are playing, the weapons they're using. Oh, here we go. We're in the final moments here as both players are in red on their final stocks. Who's it going to be? megd could go up 2-0 in the set, which would be so huge for megd. Oh, what? That was so slick. Snowy's in trouble. Without a weapon on the field.
Where's the spawn?
There's one.
Perfect spawn. Gets on the dodge back. Oh, I thought he was going to go for it there. No, he dashes into the neutral light. megd can get the edge guard here, but the weapon throw on the recovery gives Snowy it back, and megd with no dodge uses it in the air. Snowy go for the weapon throw startups.
These weapon throws might hurt Snowy, man.
I feel like he wants to do the weapon throw, bounce off his opponent, pick up side air. That's the thing. He loves finishing with this amount of damage.
Yeah, but every time he's without a weapon, it's dangerous.
How did he not get punished?
I know, that was close.
Oh, is that it?
No, okay. megd lost the sword. In all of that weapon starving, he ended up holding the same weapon that dished out so much damage onto. Okay, but he's got a fresh sword. He's looking for the finisher. Oh, he gets the downlight might do it if he can catch the recovery. Oh, they were both one true combo away from being knocked out. Snowy ends up getting it in the end. That really came down to the last hit.
Wow, megd coming back there. I thought Snowy threw the entire game away when he went for the unarmed ground pound and there was no weapon throw covering him. megd gets back, starts the weapon starving again, but no, at the very end, Snowy gets the weapon. Gravity cancel, pivot down light into recovery on the gauntlets. We're going to see it right here.
Yeah,
this is a
true combo here. If you play gauntlets and you don't do this, take notes right here. Boom.
Yeah.
Chase dodge. Recovery. You barely saw the chase dodge. That's how fast he's canceling out of the chase dodge with it.
And if you already do this as a gauntlet player, but you're like, why don't I hit this more? Take notes. Snowy did an awesome thing, and we saw Godly doing this, and every other Gauntlet player that I could ever think of, is they dash jump away, and at the very end of the dash jump input, they do the pivot
gravity cancel.
Because people are
with
like...
the same input.
Yeah.
as the gravity cancel.
You
They're pivoting it as well by hitting a diagonal
direction. You still get all the range
direction.
of the splash of it hitting the ground,
Yeah.
quote unquote, and then you get the true combo, as you said, which is the recovery
Look how
afterwards.
even these guys are in their damage.
It's crazy.
It's really unarmed where Snowy's coming out on top.
Interesting, and I can almost entirely contribute that to twice as many weapon throws as I'm seeing there, 30 to 14, right? He's just in that many more scenarios.
He ends up unarmed more often.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know what? I mean, Snowy is known for using the weapon throws very often.
Yes.
In my opinion, it's often to his detriment. Obviously, he makes it work very well, but sometimes he uses it in neutral in a way that hurts him. But it's not hurting him that much against megd. I think megd's more inclined to let him have a weapon so that megd could counterattack more rather than pressing him while he's unarmed. I think he's respecting Snowy's unarmed gameplay so much because let's be honest, Snowy probably one of the best unarmed fighters in the game.
Yeah.
Right?
I think it's interesting. I think when it comes to Snowy and how he does the play style, he recognizes that he is losing a bit of ground when it doesn't work out. But the times where it does work out ends up being because he's either on axe or gauntlets, ends up being so much damage, or even a knockout sometimes. Because I was talking about that earlier when he does the weapon throw, he does like the arc upwards while dashing, and it bounces off of them, picks it up, leads right into a side air.
He's got a lot of true combos off of that.
And he does that both with gauntlets and axe, and it will just take people out in red. We saw it before, and I think it's such a comfort thing for him. He's like, well, if it misses, another weapon's coming around the corner. And we'll see if it ends up being such a problem that he drops the set.
Sometimes he has trouble grabbing a new weapon, and he gets hurt a lot while he's unarmed.
But in the case that you're making megd,
he's actually getting away with it a lot, and so bring on the weapon throws, right? He's going to keep them coming.
And I think you got a point there. Where megd, I think we see moments where megd does a very good job for like 20 to 30 seconds at a time, punishing him for this weapon throwing. And then other times it's a different story. So let's see how it plays out here. As we're in game number 3, it is tied up 1-1. And as always, it's very close between these two, where there's just explosions of action, and then both players trying to figure out, okay, how do I get the other to do that first thing that I'm ready to punish them for?
Exactly. Oh, a nice read from megd. Gets the neutral light, and then hard read with the pivot down light. Actually, it wasn't a read, it was a reaction. He was very, very quick on the reaction out of that Qatar neutral light.
Nice, and like Nair gets him. megd's been good at catching those landings. Usually gets
two
Nairs.
Hurting. Wait a second, megd.
Look at that! Look at that!
That was pretty slick. Oh my gosh, he earned that stock.
And
that
then
awesome.
Snowy's like, Foda, that's why I risk it. That was all. That weapon throw, pick up down air, gets on the platform for the neutral light.
A true combo. Dribbled him on the floor with the down air, got onto the platform, and true comboed the dribble off the floor into a neutral light. That was so slick from Snowy. He earned that stock, and now he's widening the gap. This is bad news for megd.
Oh, Snowy chasing megd all the way to that platform. megd can get the edge guard, but the Nair covers Snowy's head, makes it back to the stage.
megd wasn't willing to commit with the ground pound. I think the ground pound could have gotten the knockout, but megd would rather play it safe, right?
Yep.
If you jump and then do the down air instead of the ground pound, it makes you safe because you're already traveling upward. And the down air doesn't hit any less hard while you're traveling upward, while the ground pound really forces your movement downward. And I gotta say, all my complaining about that, megd made the right choice because he ended up back on the stage and quickly got the stock afterwards.
Yeah, I got a very good Sarah read on Snowy off the side of the stage. And now it's back to a 2-2 situation. Snowy goes for the weapon throw, picks up the axe. Nice pick up side air. That down stick was close. megd cut right through it.
That would have been at the end.
megd is doing these Qatar recoveries off the side of the stage where he recovers into the wall, but then the rest of the momentum of the recovery carries him over.
Yeah.
And sometimes
that can be dangerous.
That looks really dangerous.
Yes.
He has actually only succeeded with it this entire set so far. So it's cool to see that because he did cut through that, and he's made it back a few other times as well. So good choices, I guess. What he's doing.
Whoa! What?
Ouch!
All the way from the other side of the stage.
Yeah,
it wasn't the charge.
Yeah,
it wasn't
the full ranged one. I mean, it's still a really good move. Don't get me wrong. Like you just release Rayman Science, it sends you flying. The benefit of charging it is that the fist gets larger, it goes farther.
And it goes farther, right?
But Snowy hit him with that mid-charge side stick.
It wasn't the full range of it.
It was plenty. It was plenty, apparently.
It was plenty enough, yeah. Oh man, and now Snowy's starving out the weapons from megd. megd just looking for a weapon. He's not willing to fight unarmed right now, but Odin clearly favors Snowy in this matchup here. As the weapon spawns keep spawning right on top of Snowy. megd now with the weapon advantage. Can he score the knockout while he's a stock behind and has weapon control? Snowy's looking for a weapon. He's looking for a weapon. megd might find the opportunity here,
how
but
does he get those?
Snowy sneaks it in. Now builds up even more damage onto megd. megd's desperately looking for a downlight to combo into a finisher. What's it gonna be?
Yeah.
Steals the weapon. Bonk.
Okay.
Oh!
Daylight Sider,
That's not enough.
megd,
how's he gonna do this? Tries to catch him with the weapon throw. The unarmed recovery off the side, still not enough. He's got Katars in hand. Not great with the killing power. Snowy burned his dodge. megd could take him out, but he has to
went for the weapon.
Yep, he turns around and grabs the weapon instead. Snowy so deep in the red, but that stock is as good as, it's just as good as it is at white. It's still a stock ahead.
Yeah.
And Snowy continues to build up a damage lead here. megd is paying so much just to take this one stock off of Snowy.
Yeah. And megd is showing he's not really willing to risk sword ground pound off the side of the stage.
Oh, no way.
And
Not while Snowy's at red and has gauntlet.
Yeah.
He was so right not to go off the edge against that.
But even if it wasn't the scenario, I feel like in these cases, at least when megd's on sword, Snowy can feel a lot more comfortable when recovering so far. And megd now on Katars. Let's see if he can make that difference here, because Snowy is pretty close to taking this to a 2-1.
Oh, this is looking bad. That's it. GG. Man,
wow.
Snowy really, he ran away with that towards the end of that game.
Yeah, that was like the entire game was like the first 4 minutes, and then there was like 10 seconds, and it was just done.
Yeah,
it's just Snowy gets that clean stock there. That was on the weapon throw.
That was a slick combo he did.
Yeah, yeah. There's that down air, and that's just it. megd got destroyed off that combo. Let's see what this is. Oh, Snowy's so good at those dashbacks or
the
dodge
dashes sound great in slow-mo.
Oh, there it is.
He did charge it a little bit.
Wait,
that wasn't minimum
full
charge.
That I don't.
That wasn't minimum charge.
I don't have every single range
here we go.
like commit to memory.
Production's
but
got us.
Yeah, that was a big charge.
That was charged.
Yeah.
That was not the minimum distance.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Man, he's frame perfect with that. He made that look so fast.
Sider
and
the
then
weapon throw here.
To finish it.
So
nice.
good. Snowy's been fantastic with those weapon throws, and I'm sure we'll see on the stat screen afterwards that he has double than megd in that game, and he has just been doing so great with them. Really, it's tough because I don't think I totally subscribe to the opinion that megd's trying not to do something about it, because there are moments where megd does a very, very good job punishing him for when the weapon throw is gone. The problem that I'm seeing ever since game number 1 is that, like, outside of getting the D-Light recovery, megd has just been struggling to get that final knockout blow on Snowy. He gets Snowy to red, and then it's like a really, really difficult mission to be able to close out that stock for him. And that's just how good Snowy is at dealing with those late stock scenarios. So let's see what changes here on Apocalypse. It's 2-1 now, and if Snowy wins this, it's 3.
A lot of momentum for megd at the start of this game here. He landed 5 attacks on Snowy to Snowy's 1. But now he's paying back. He's paying back with interest.
Ooh, yeah, lots of nairs. Tries to get the recovery, ground pound into nair. A lot of on-stage recovery. Whoa, that was close.
That was a surprise. megd's probably wiping the sweat off his brow from that one. That was okay, see, Snowy throws his weapon, and no problem getting the next one.
Yeah. Went for a recovery punish there, and Snowy goes right underneath him. Side light doesn't lead to anything else. That time it does. He adapts to that, gets the delayed down air, nair.
megd hasn't touched the floor in a bit. Okay, made it back sweating. Didn't have any recovery options by the time he touched the stage.
Maybe that gravity cancel neutral light would have just had enough knockback on its own. I did not see that megd's actually been taking that much damage, but he has. Okay, Snowy.
His timing on that extra distance charge is so perfect.
Yeah.
He is truly frame perfect on that. Oh, that was good. The ground pound wouldn't have landed there. He landed the slide too late. Snowy knew that.
So he went. Instead, he went for the as soon as possible recovery. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all in a quarter of a second. He made that decision so fast. He made the perfect decision there.
Nice
that might be enough.
Yep.
Yeah, megd was so damaged that even mid-stage neutral light's gonna take him out. Snowy damaged as well. Maybe not in kill range, depending on what move megd does here, but that'll do it. That was really nice.
Yeah.
The reason the the downlight to recovery landed there was because he got the dodge read. And so without a dodge, that's going to be true. It's going to be a true combo.
Yeah, guitar recovery, so fantastic. You travel with your opponent a little bit as you're going up towards the same direction that you're planning on knocking them out. So with that extra little bit of distance, plenty of damage on Snowy to knock him out, and it's 2-2 now with a slight lead for megd. Nair comes through. He's usually so good at getting a lot after the first Nair. And look at that down air, side light comes through. Oh, the neutral light's so close.
Oh, man,
but Snowy
converted that into so much. Like once he gets going, he really lets it rip. And remember, everybody, this is a best of 5, which you can also think of as the first person to get the 3 wins wins the match. So Snowy's only 1 win away. If he wins this game, he'll take this set, and he'll be glad to do it too. I don't think he was expecting his first round of top 32 to be so challenging.
Oh man. megd has been playing a little bit better around how Snowy has been reacting to getting hit, which is just to immediately gravity cancel wake up. He's like done it so many times now, and megd is like, he's hitting him. He starts to approach him. He walks back, then he silence wherever the reaction is. Like if Snowy gets hit up, it's gauntlet downer right away. If he gets hit to the right, gravity cancel neutral light. Oh, no way!
No way! No way! Finish him! Okay, that's a highlight right there, dude.
Whoa! It was awesome is that the weapon throw, the second weapon throw, misses. He gets the gravity cancel sideline right afterwards to finish the stock.
And he finishes it. That was
Snowy.
so nice.
Sidelight now with the gravity cancel now.
Not only does Snowy have the stock lead, he surely has the morale lead. He has the hype lead. He's got the crowd lead after that one.
Holy cow, goes forward that slide charge, side zig. megd unarmed, it's gonna stay that way too. Oh, that double side air was so close. Spot dodge just barely. Snowy throws his weapon away, but you know, as you said, Oden's on his side. This weapon spot is coming in. Actually, a pretty good spot for megd.
Oden seems a little biased on this one. He's really helping Snowy out with that.
Oh, and side light. Oh, the patience was there, but megd goes down. But this is like, at this point, it's all, it is Snowy's game to lose. megd now entering into orange. megd can't escape. Even the recovery he gets on him, he drops it because he drifts too far to the left, and Snowy with the weapon throws gets even more damage on the megd, and megd's about to enter red at this rate as Snowy's getting more unarmed damage.
This is looking so grim for megd, and megd is kind of fighting with his final breaths here. Okay, he's got Snowy down to the final stock. But megd is in knockout range. There's a chance.
There's a chance. And megd's on the weapons.
Slim.
megd's on the weapon that I want to see. And we saw such a grab pound, down sig, anything from Rayman. It's like megd, no.
I could see it in your eyes, Taza. You want that Rayman down sig to finish this.
Okay, megd makes it back though. Okay, neutral light gets him off stage. If he can get him with a few side airs, gravity cancel neutral sig is still always an option. Okay, Snowy's being pretty careful with how he's playing with the axe, trying to get a weapon throw to connect. I don't think Sarah from center stage from axe will do it. It's going to take one more sidelight Nair and he'll be in the range. Okay, now it'll probably do it wherever he is.
I don't know how megd is going to pull this off, but maybe he could take us to a game 5 here. But Snowy is just one good hit away from victory in this game. In this whole set, he already is celebrating with a neutral sig, but it's not over yet. megd makes it back to the stage.
Oh.
No, he just keeps getting beat up. It's not looking good for megd. Do you believe?
One Sair. Oh, the neutral sig. Oh, the double.
Oh,
he got so close. Snowy.
I was so hyped for it.
He's still in it. Only Nairs have been hitting him. megd gets the weapon throw forward. The neutral light does not connect, but only Nairs and the axe are connecting. And it's going to take forever for that. I can't. Unarmed side light almost knocked out from center stage.
He's so hurt. He's as hurt
How is
as
megd this? I don't understand. Okay.
GG. Oh, man. Dude.
We were this close.
When he got that neutral signature, when megd caught him with the neutral signature at the end, I was out of my seat. That would have been the nastiest comeback ever. Oh, look at this.
Oh, so the weapon throw.
That's the highlight.
The weapon throw goes over. megd's like, oh, thank goodness, I'm safe. Gets kicked. That's so brutal. I can't. There were like 3 movement options after megd hit that neutral sig, where each one, I know Snowy was like, uh-oh, is this the double dunk? Is this the double dunk? And he just kept waiting, and the last one just barely missed. I was so ready.
Everybody was looking for the double dunk. It's